Closed captioning of this program is brought to you by Slimers in Organic Flesh Bait. Fish hit hard and often with Slimers.
You know, a lot of times when the fish stop hitting aggressively, like right now, I have to move that lure so slowly and just feel a little bit of weight. When you miss a fish, it almost feels like you're tearing a Kleenex. And they're good sized perch. Like, these are good eating sized perch, but they're just hitting so light. I see 2 or 3 of them down there. See, good sized fish. There's a couple, they're almost the same size, because these fish will swim around in schools, and we refer to them as age classes, you know. So those fish, I'm guessing, are maybe 3 to 4 years old. And I see a perch just sitting on the bottom, so I'm trying to get my jig down as fast as I can, move my ladle out of the way. So a lot of times you have to be patient and not give up fishing a spot just because fish have moved off, because they move all over the place. Watch out. Just missed one. If you watch my rod tip, I'll see if I can get one to take here. Drop it down. So my eye, one eye is literally on my sonar, one is on my rod tip. If I feel any resistance, you'll see me setting the hook. So you have to have a rod that's got a sensitive tip. Okay, there's a hit. Got him. I'm telling you, it really helps also to be fishing with your bare hands as opposed to having mitts on, because then it's really hard to feel anything. This guy's fighting right at the hole. Now look at that. What a difference, eh? Just light presentation. There's a good sized perch right there. We're getting a little bit bigger. And he's hooked really well, just like the last one. He went for the front of the lure, which tells me they're very aggressive. See if I can just switch hands here. And I see some flashes on the bottom. Isn't that a nice perch? Nice jumbo perch. That fish will probably go about 8 inches long. A true 8. You know, a lot of guys exaggerate when they're getting fish, but that's a really nice size. Look at the difference in compared to the other 2 that are laying there. You can see how heavy he is. I'll just move him over a little bit. Starting to make my little perch pile. One perch pile here, one perch pile back there. You know, the other thing is, here on Lake Simcoe, there's so many places you can fish. Anywhere where the water goes from about 10 to 40 feet. We're in 34 this morning because we've got such clear skies. See if I can get another fish on here. These fish are so plentiful, and they inhabit the shallower water, and they're such good eating because they have a real mixed diet. You know, they'll feed on crustaceans like crayfish and shrimp. There, another one. And they'll also chase the deeper water bait fish. And I think the ones that are out here, and the reasons why I'm doing so well with that jigging Rapala, is because they're actually feeding on bait fish that are suspended out here in open water. Now, I have a feeling that's a male, just because he's thin. He's not thick like the other one. I'm going to hold him up so you can do a comparison here. I'm going to try to do 3 things at one time. Take the hook out, drop my lure down, which is tagged onto my finger, and then show you the difference between what I believe is a male and a female. So let me get that almost down, and if I see a fish coming up for it, because I've got this handy dandy sonar that I can see everything, I'm going to let this jig sit about 2 feet off the bottom, and I already see a fish coming up for it. Oh boy, I can't, sorry, you're going to have to wait a second, because I've got a bunch of aggressive perch. Look at how, oh, good fish. I can see why he was aggressive. Hopefully he won't go into the transducer line. This is a good sized perch. Missed the transducer. Missed the transducer. He's swimming into the transducer line. Let's see if I can get... Look at this. Transducer line and perch. Isn't that a nice sized perch? I think this is a school of big males. Wow. This is what happens. We were sitting here, and I told the camera crew, you know what, we may move back to the first hole. Oh. These guys know where the water is. I'm going to have to pile the perch further up. Okay, so let me hold the 2 nicest ones here up. And then I'm going to drop my jig back down. These are beautiful perch. Hands are a little cold. Isn't that a nice pair of perch? right here in southern Ontario. You can get these all winter long. We've got lots of good safe ice, especially when the temperatures go down to like minus 27 and 29, which was the case yesterday morning. So we've got nice sunny day, it's cool. I got to move these guys back a little bit. There. And drop my lure back down. I don't see any marks on screen, but we're going to see if they're nearby. You know, sometimes when they're there, when my lure's dropping, I can see the fish coming. My lure will be like 10 feet off the bottom, and the aggressive perch, just like now, are already coming up to the lure. Oh, I'm going to get a hit. Oh, just missed him. Pulled it out of his mouth. Man, these fish are aggressive. Missed him again. Just watch my rod tip. Come on. Come on. Put a bend in it. Come on. Oh, man. Got him. Okay, I'm going to lower it back down.